We've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Orlando Magic.
Here we go.
I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And then Carter with the dunk.
It doesn't get any easier than that, guys. Carter Jr. gets the position he wants and goes to town.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Bane. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Possessions can't end until somebody grabs a rebound. Greg, two of the best on the boards are facing off tonight. They prioritize rebounding.
And getting those extra possessions can really break a team's will. When excellent rebounding teams play, everyone has to work a little harder to secure the ball.
Young's shot is good.
At his best when attacking the rim. Young not settling for a jumper, putting the onus on the D.
No one near Suggs as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Inside, here's Johnson.
A fantastic dunk, and he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Pass to Bane. And it's Suggs missing.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's Johnson, and then Johnson with the dunk.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Young's shot is off. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Carter. A kick out to Bane. A three ball. Offensive rebound. Suggs in the corner. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Hawks are trying to involve everyone to take some of the load off Trae Young. Coach Quinn Snyder said, we've been intentional about that. Trae can't do this by himself, and he knows that. Frankly, no player can. Figuring out the ways he can be efficient has been the idea, and he's been making those plays. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Buries the long-range jumper.
And you have to stay connected to Bane. He's too good off the catch.
Young, no good. The Magic with the lead. Carter outside. Pass to Wagner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Wagner likes to work his way to the painted area as much as possible. Look how comfortable he is finishing around the rim.
And a wide open look for Daniels. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Carter with the screen. Black, no good. Outside Daniels. Here's Young. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Now, here's Wagner. Isaac a screen. Down low. And Isaac throws it down.
Well, take advantage of your strengths. As a roller, Jonathan Isaac has incredible length to finish. That is a pretty play.
Here's the three. A nice shot by Black.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Outside Daniel. Here's Ricochet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Orlando leading by 3. Back to Bane. Pass to Black. Porzingis with the steal. And oh, here we go. Rizashay's got it. The fast break chance.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's Black. And that one released in time, but no good. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. It's the Magic.
15.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Daniels with the steal. Here's Young. Rebound by the Magic. Otadze with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. Screen by Batadze. Here's Wagner. An easy 2 points on the layup. Wagner's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
Well, that's about toughness and the willingness to absorb contact. Franz Wagner relishing an opportunity to show off a bit. Well, just one more example of his offensive arsenal. So tough to stop.
And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Johnson outside. Pass to Daniels. Here's Rizashay. And the dunk by Rizashay.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Black, defended by Young. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Daniels. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. The kick out to Young. That one falls. Young's got 8 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
Got that one up quick. And now a 6-point Atlanta lead.
Kristaps Porzingis is a fundamentally sound basketball player. He has great understanding for when to shoot and when to pass.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's ready to talk things through with them. They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your pitch or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, 7'3" doesn't need much of a vertical, easy finish for KP.
Suggs with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Daniel. Back to Young. And it's Suggs with the rebound. The Magic trailed by 4. Payne for 3. Hands it from downtown. He's got 8.
And he just lights it up from downtown. Bane so dangerous from out there.
Shot's good from Young.
This guy's such a strong mid-range shooter.
Bounce pass Suggs. Johnson left side. Here's Porzingis. And they pick up 2. Now it's a 5-point Hawks lead.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Young inside. Shot clock reset for the Hawks. Here's Daniels. Rebound by the Magic. Suggs with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
To the middle. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. It's stolen by Banchero. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. With the drive. And finished off by Banchero.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
With 1 on the clock. And finished off by Banchero.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finish hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Hawks lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Okongwu a screen. Here's Alexander Walker. Banked in off the glass. Alexander Walker's got the first bucket of the third here for Atlanta.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you, Kevin.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Trailing by 4. Pass to Banchero. Kennard on the wing. Out to the right wing. Here's Newell. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference. Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
To the inside. Here's Newell.
Oh, that's just an emphatic throw down there.
That one reverberated throughout the building. And there's the call on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That is his first foul of the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. To the paint, Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Banchero. A minute 50 left to play in the third. Kicks it out to Wagner. They grab their own miss. Carter, that's good. Carter's got 8 points.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. is a force on the offensive glass. Use that height, use that athleticism, young sir. Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
Black with it. From outside, off the mark. Shot on the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Again, the Hawks score.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Buries it from three-point range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Okongwu with it, now defended by Bane. Here's Kennard. Rebound by the Magic. Pass to Carter. Here's Bane. He's got 8. And then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're playing up.
56.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Suggs looking around. Isaac outside. Here's Bane. And that one is hammered home.
And the strength of Bane helps him on the bounce.
The Hawks leading by 9. Pass to Rizachet. Young outside. And here's Porzingis. Johnson for 3. The shot comes out. Black with it. He's picked up by Rizachet. Now Black. Nice D from Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, you mentioned that you value the way Porzingis is able to neutralize shot blockers.
There is value to a big who can step away into the three-point line and stretch your defense to a place you are uncomfortable with. And then on the other end of the floor, this guy provides elite rim protection and rebounding. You have to respect the two-way ability of Kristaps Porzingis. Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
Down low. Rizachet. And the dunk by Rizachet.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I'll tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
The Hawks leading by 10. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Rizachet. Driving in. Bucket is good. And the Hawks lead by 12.
Rizachet so talented with the ball in his hands.
Left side Suggs. Here's Banchero. 5 on the clock. 18 feet away. Porzingis pulls it down. The Hawks leading by 12. Now Johnson, big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Suggs! They can't stop the run with that one.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Banchero with the ball. And Daniels picks him up defensively. Here's Banchero. Oh, the dunk!
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all three levels.
Now Johnson, rejected by Banchero. Now Carter, Porzingis with the block. And they get it back. Banchero with the screen. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. The Hawks leading by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Hawks.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
Well, you couldn't help but notice how well this guy protected the rim. There was an intimidation factor thanks to his defense. No easy shots in his neighborhood tonight.
No one near him. Can't get it.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And it's on a bounce. They say it was last touched by Carter.
Substitution on the court.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And it's Anthony Black with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Third team foul.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. And in the
Aggressively, don't touch my